Well, welcome back to Splitwood. It is a nice day. Nice doesn't even describe it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The sky is just crystal clear. Hardly a cloud in the sky right now, and it's warming up. Well, we started out at about 28 degrees. That's freedom degrees, just in case you're in another country. Anyway, but today it's supposed to warm up to about 50, so that's going to be really nice. We're going to enjoy that. I'm already kind of starting to shed some layers. Getting a late start. We had to do a little bit of shopping this morning, and I'm saying we because I brought a friend along with me. Let me see if I can get him on camera here. Mike, come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Hey, Mike, come here. Come here. Come here. Look. Say hello to all the people. Look, right up there. Can you say hello? Say hello, everyone. Okay, that's Mike the dog. That's just what we call him. That's Mike the dog. Anyway, Mike is a city dog, so he don't know anything about the country. So he is exploring, he is peeing on everything. He's having a good old time. Ain't you, Mike? I think this will be good for Mike because he's, let's see if I can get him in the camera as well. Now he's going to walk off. Anyway, Mike's a little shy. He doesn't have a whole lot of confidence, I don't think. So hopefully being out here and being around some stuff and being able to explore a little bit and run free, maybe that'll do him some good. And maybe Mike will start to make some more appearances. I don't know. You guys let me know if you like Mike. Anyway, Mike is a character. He's pretty crazy. He does weird stuff sometimes. Anyway, well, with Mike out here, I don't want to fail any trees. You can see we do have at least, well, there's actually two here. One might be a little bit small. That guy right there might be a little small in diameter, but in all honesty, it was just in the way of this other one. And this one's plenty good size for the shed that we want to build. But I also located some more wood. Not more. I've seen this plenty of times before. I think you've all seen it on camera before as well. But I was testing it out with a hatchet and just, kind of, I don't know, banging against it, I guess, with a hatchet. I don't know if that's what you do to test wood, but there were some parts of some pieces that were rotten, but other parts seemed good. So I'm going to go ahead and just drag them on out with either the truck or the tractor, and we'll see what kind of shape they're in. I mean, if they're in real bad shape, then we'll drag them to the burn pile so that we can prepare to get rid of them. But if they're good, then maybe that saves us a little bit of work, or at least saves us some money. I don't know if they'll be tall enough for what we need to do. I mean, we're going to build a single pitch shed, so it'll sit, the roof will sit a little bit like this. So the posts in the front will need to be pretty tall, but the posts in the back don't need to be quite as tall. So if these are just 8-foot posts, once we sink them a couple feet into the ground, we're only talking 6 feet, and that's not really that great. So, but maybe they'll make good beams, maybe to go between the posts, from post to post. Maybe they'll do good for that, or something else. I don't know. Maybe we'll just hold on to them for another project if they're good. Anyway, so that's that, and also, I think I've mentioned before, after we cleaned up in the front, there was an opening on one side of the fence that's just, people can just walk right around the gate and just come onto the property. And I think a lot of our trespassing has stopped, at least to my knowledge. But we're going to today, maybe Mike and I, if I can keep them from running around out into the road and stuff, we'll stick a couple posts in and then see if we can maybe put some barbed wire around the post to a tree, and then maybe to another tree, and then we'll see what that gets us. If that maybe helps discourage people from just walking around the fence and walking right on. We'll make it a little bit harder at least, although it's pretty easy to cross a barbed wire fence. Anyway, so let's get started. Hey, welcome to Splitwood. Let's go. Let's see. 7. Huh? All right. 3. We'll go right about there. How's that sound? That look about middle? Let's hope so. Y'all can tell me how bad a job I did here in a second. That almost hit me. And look at that, straight. Okay, well, my fence post right here only allowed me to get 3 strands on. To get the 4th strand, I needed another 3 or 4 inches of fence post. So that's all right. We've got 3 strands up. It's up to about, chest height. And I think that at least says don't walk through here, right? That's the goal. I mean, it's not like we ran it down the entire property line or anything. We're saying, don't come through here. And to be honest, going this other way, all the way up the property line, it's a pretty steep bank that you got to climb up. And going the other way, there's so many briars you'd have to get through that, I don't think a whole lot of people are going to come that way, with the exception of one place, and that's where the small power line comes through. You can just walk through. Anyway, but I think our goal for right now, which was to run these strands here through the opening, I think that's accomplished. So let's just at least check that one off as we got that done today. Now let's see if we can maybe, without the proper tools, we don't have the correct size ball. The nut's not going to fit up inside that hole. I think it is going to. Okay, well, we're going to have to get a bigger ball, y'all. I didn't know. Look at that. Listen, see, anybody who thinks YouTubers have got it made and it's just easy and it always works out on film, they don't. I think I have the correct size ball on my truck, but I didn't have the correct size wrench to loosen it up. So I'm telling you what, I keep hitting speed bumps. I mean, every time I turn around. So nothing's going right at this point. It's like I've got all the equipment to make a lot of things happen, but I'm missing little things. And each time I try to address them, I come up short somehow. But hey, you know what? That's just life, honestly. Give thanks to God for everything. There must be a reason, and I don't know what it is, and that's okay. Establish patience. I definitely need some of that. And anyway, so I'm gonna go just do the best I can do to pull those pieces of lumber out and see what we've got. Let's just see if we've got some good wood. You can get the right tools. Mike, get out of there. He's stirring up some snakes and stuff. I ran underneath there. I don't have to call your mama up and say, like, we got bit by a copperhead. I don't want to have to tell her that. Like the last time you ever get to come out to Splitwood. Get out of there. I hope the camera's gonna pick this up, but it looks like when I guess either Pop or whoever put them down, they put them on a piece of wood. So these have been off of the ground, they've not been sitting on the ground. So that's pretty awesome. We'll pull them out. Eventually we'll just pull these out too and get them back on it. We'll put all the wood on that. But I mean, there is some rotten stuff in here. I don't know what this is, but I think some of these boards still rotted just because of all the leaves, everything sitting on top of them. But the beams may be okay. So let's just keep it on. Hey, Mike, are you helping me? All right. I see you, mate. How you doing? Hello. Are you enjoying this? Huh? Okay, look out. I'm gonna come back with the tractor down. Back up. Back up, back. All right, so we've got the lumber out, and a lot of this looks pretty decent. You know, it had mud and dirt on it on some of the other pieces that we just drug out. I think there may be a couple more pieces in there, so I'm going to see if I can kind of unbury some of that. But I'm running short on time, so anyway, I want to try and get some of this stuff out, and then we'll see what we've got. Okay, we had to take a little break because well, Mike the dog tends to panic over a lot of things. He gets spooked and whatever. He does this to us at home as well. Hey, where are you going? Anyway, so Mikey can panic us sometimes because he spooks and he hears things and he tucks his ears and his tail and he gets worried. Anyway, for those that don't know, I mean, this is, well, no one knows, rather, because Mike is new to us. We're not really, he's not new to us. He's new to y'all. But we adopted Mike from some people that claimed that they were going out of the country and that sort of thing. And anyway, I'm not certain how Mike was treated before by his previous owners, but he's very sketchy, you know, frightened of a lot of things. So they didn't really instill, you know, or build confidence in him as he was a puppy. And if you raise your hand, he will cower a little bit. So I feel like people used to hate him. Anyway, he's a great little guy. He loves everybody. Come here, Mikey. Mikey, come here. You can come off guard duty for a minute. Come here. Come here. Hey, Mike. 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 Come here. Hi, buddy. So this is our guy. Yeah. We love him. We take good care of him. He's a little bit scared all the time. Okay, back to our wood that we were pulling out. These are 2x6. I'm sorry, these are 2x8s. But as I started to pull them out, you can see they have termite damage. So I would hate to build anything with them and find out that there's termites still living in there. Some of the ends are more eaten up than others. And as you look at the rest of this wood pile, it's very eat up. But thankfully, the beams so far, I haven't found anything, but I haven't rolled them over, you know, a whole lot. But just preliminary looking at them, they appear to be okay. Gosh, sorry about the sun. Let me see if I can flip around. They appear to be okay so far. And these are 4x6 by 14 foot. So I think we're gonna go ahead and use these as posts for our shed. This is gonna save us a lot of work. I was originally thinking of making the shed 24 feet wide, but I may cut that in half. I don't think I have that much tin, and I'm not certain I want to go buy more. So I'm gonna see if I can just make do with what I've got, and you know, that'll be one of the next steps, is pull out all that tin. Let's just figure out exactly how much do we need. All right, well, Mike and I went searching for our tin, and I found the tin. It's just right over here. I thought I had some longer sheets, and I can't seem to find them. They've been buried by leaves, you know. One of the downsides to just laying everything on the ground in not a organized fashion. Anyway, but I think Mike's enjoying himself, just exploring and smelling and checking everything out. Good for a little city dog to get on out and smell some stuff and, I don't know, pretend like me, like you're a country boy. Well, anyway, it's been fun. We made some good discoveries. Definitely had some setbacks. Those are always challenging. I'm glad that we did get the strands of barbed wire up in the front. We at least, I always kind of feel like I at least accomplished something, that it wasn't a total loss, right? But we got that done, and you know, we'll continue on. Where's Mike at? Over there. Can you all see him? Look at him. He's enjoying this. Have to bring him out more often since he behaved this time. Good times, good times. Made some progress. Still making progress. I'm excited. I really, y'all, I'm so desperate to just go brush hogging everything. I'm telling you what. But I got to stay focused also. Eventually, we'd like to do a homestead, and we'll get into that as we progress. But for right now, we are primarily, we've got a less than desirable piece of land with a lot of garbage on it. We're using a lot of, we're just putting a lot of sweat equity into our property, right? Cleaning it all up and getting it to where we want. So slowly but surely, y'all will start to see a lot of progress. Right now, our channel's been primarily just pulling a lot of scrap out and getting it and getting that off the property, right? That's a lot of the work, right? But that's what can make a property less expensive for somebody to buy it. So remember that, don't shy away from that, and I know there's some people out there who, when they buy a piece of property, they want to throw it up on Facebook or throw it up on whatever. And if they buy a piece of property that's dirty and got junk all over it, like this property does, they may not want to post that up, right? And so that'll stop them from buying it. And don't let that happen to you. Buy a piece of property, buy a house that's, not the greatest house or whatever, right? And then fix it up. People, that's missing from our younger generations, right? They're so caught up in social media that they're afraid to buy something crummy and fix it up, right? There's always that joke or that meme or whatever that's like, you're about being poor, and you want good things, but you're just no good at fixing them up or something like that, right? And that's what you have to do, and you don't have to know how. I mean, y'all have seen me. A lot of the things that I do out here on Splitwood, first time I've ever done it. Okay. I've run tractors before, but I was so young that my dad did all the difficult things, changing implements and all that kind of stuff. And then I just ran it, right? It doesn't take as much skill to do that part, right? But anyway, so don't let not knowing how to do something stop you from doing it. Figure it out, right? And you may not do a great job at first. That's okay, right? That's all right. Learn, grow. Do. Put that on a shirt. Learn, grow, do. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Mike and I are tired. We're going to go home. We're going to get something to eat. I think he's probably pretty anxious. Mikey, are you ready to get something to eat? Are you just still smelling? He's just still smelling. Look at him. Man, he loves it. Thanks for joining us out here on Splitwood. Please remember to like and subscribe, smash that thumbs up, share it, comment, leave me a question, ask me something, tell me I'm stupid, whatever. All right, see y'all. Bye.